it's Lizzie.
Hi, I'm Falon.
And today we're doing Ask Lizzie number 10, only it's special because it's also Ask Falon. So it's Ask Lizzie and Falon. I'm actually really sick right now and I'm gonna start doing coughing fits during the video. So I'm gonna let Falon talk for most of it so I don't have to talk.
Soccer Blonde 14 asks.
Sorry.
You ruin everything.
I'm just kidding.
Killing myself.
I'm just kidding.
You're okay. Listening to music that
I'm sorry, you can keep talking.
ideas and concepts.
You can keep going.
I know, it's just funny. Katniss Everlark 13 asks, what's your song? Do you have a song that you two can both relate to or like a lot?
There's this one song that Falon always plays on her Pandora that's like, and if you close your eyes, da-da, da-da. What song is that?
Pompeii by Bastille.
Yeah, we listen to it a lot. We jam out to it.
Yeah, we like that song, but we don't really have, it's not really our song.
No, their best friend's supposed to have songs.
I don't know.
Display name 4321. Do you like it when she borrows your clothes? I love when Falon wears my clothes.
I never wear your clothes.
No. One time you wore my dress freshman year.
That was because I was locked out of my room naked.
Nobody looks cute in it.
But I didn't want to.
I don't think we share clothes that much. Like, ever.
We never wear your clothes.
No. Blue 3 in heaven. Would you consider yourselves as biffles or sisters? I think biffles could work.
Yeah.
We're not sisters.
We're not sisters. KK Carlag. K Carlag.
Okay,
What do you want to be when you grow up? K Carlag. What do you want to be?
What do you want to do?
K Carlag. What do you want to be when you grow up?
What do you want to be? I don't know.
Oh, what do I want to be?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to write and travel. I have no idea what kind of form that's going to take, and hopefully I get to do a lot of different things. I don't want to, like, get stuck in one career. I really don't want to work for anyone for too long.
I thought I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but then over Christmas break I like rethought everything. So I was talking to my dad in like a conversation. So I kind of want to like write novels. I kind of want to go into film and like make documentaries. I kind of want to go to law school or like religion grad school. Like I honestly like have no idea anymore. So I'm just kind of, and I'm fine with unknown. Like I used to be so like I need to plan out my life, but last year God really like broke me down and taught me that I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, so I should just like try to glorify him and serve him in the moment, and that's what I'm doing right now. Abby Kim 98, you seem like such a positive person. What makes you angry? I guess that's directed at me. I am really negative. Like I have like a view of like how the world should be, and when something like fails majorly, I get like super mad and I want to fix it. And so something recently, I was like reading the news on like New York Times online, and it was like another shooting. Like I hate shootings. I pretty much hate guns. I hate modern slavery. I hate extreme poverty. I hate racism. I hate war. And so I guess these are like major injustice issues, like where people are getting killed, like really make me angry.
What Christian Girls Want asks, how different or similar are your personalities?
We were actually talking about that literally an hour ago walking back from the caf. I think we're very similar in that we're both very direct and assertive in a lot of ways in how we talk to each other.
Yeah. And
we have like serious sides, but we have silly sides. Mm-hmm. Wait, we should share our Myers-Briggs.
So Liz is an ESTJ.
No, an EXTJ. Between an ESTJ and an ENTJ, both fit me like.
Yeah, no, she's right. She can also have I tendencies, but she's definitely not an introvert. Mm-hmm. I am an INFJ pretty much all the way through. Actually, yes, I am an INFJ.
That's personality.
That's my Myers-Briggs types.
Mike 2467. Do you guys ever argue? I don't really think so. I feel like if we have a problem, we like state like this is bothering me, and then we fix it.
Yeah, we've disagreed, of course, but we've never argued, I don't think. Northern Shore asks, what are both of your majors? I'm a Spanish journalism double major.
And I'm a philosophy political science double major.
Taylor Dunaway asks, for the Q&A, did you know that Pepperdine University was used to film Zoe 101?
What?
What?
Oh my gosh, I used to watch that.
I know, me too.
We're going to PCA. Oh my gosh! We need to rewatch it to make sure. You should Google it. I don't believe that.
Dude, of course we know. Of course we know. That's Zoe 101 was self-care. Soccer Blonde 14 asks, what's your advice for becoming less shy or more open?
I made a video on shyness. I'm gonna link it below. I don't think there's anything wrong with being more shy, less crazy. I think society almost like adores people who are more outgoing and extroverted, and I think that's wrong because I feel like everyone has a different personality, and if everyone was the same, no one would be able to like click well with other people. But I think that everyone can be confident.
I guess the distinction I would make is that shyness is a sign of insecurity and a sign of a lack of confidence, whereas introversion or the desire to be alone is just a personality trait. So I don't think someone being shy, like that's not really a personality trait. That's just a sign of insecurity, a lack of confidence. But if you don't like to be around people very often, I know I'm incredibly drained by being around people. I'm a very outgoing person and I'm a very social person and I like people. I like to be around them. But eventually I need my alone time, and when it comes down to it, I'm not gonna like run into a big group of people and be like, hey, I'm Falon, what's up? Let's all be buddies, you know? There's a difference between being shy and introverted. So never feel like you have to be that person that knows everyone, that person that talks to everyone. And we need introverts in the world. We need people who work better alone. But at the same time, if it's shyness that's really getting you, if you think it's insecurities that's inhibiting your ability to talk to others, I would explore those insecurities.
And I also think that if you're younger, like younger teenage years, like in high school or something, it's just like you haven't grown into yourself yet. Because I remember I noticed a big difference from like freshman year to junior year in high school, where like I used to be shy talking to strangers, but then for some reason once I got to like 16, 17, I was very comfortable interacting with people for the first time. And I think it's just something you grow into when you're like becoming yourself.
If it's not so much a shyness thing, but just like you do want to become more of an extrovert, first of all, I'm going to tell you that you don't need to become an extrovert, but if that's something you really want to do, just do it. Like you just have to sometimes go up to a stranger and say hello. And breaking that ice just once will help you break the ice in the future. So challenge yourself in that way, and ultimately that kind of thing is healthy whether you want to become more of an extrovert or not.
Just redefined, do you do Bible study together ever? Yeah, we're actually in the same small group. We call it a house group at Pepperdine, and we go to it every Monday for 2 hours, and we're in it together, which is really nice.
It is nice.
Nathalia Sousa, Falon, what products do you use on your hair? Because it's not frizzy at all.
Thank you for your interest. I actually don't use anything in my hair.
It's just naturally gorgeous.
When I'm in the
You guys should all be jealous. Sorry I interrupted you because I get to touch this whenever I want and you guys don't get to ever.
I shampoo and condition it in the shower, and after I condition it, I will brush it and then I'll rinse it out, and then I'll put more conditioner and I'll try brushing it again in the shower, then I'll rinse it out. Then I get out of the shower and I put more conditioner in it and I run my fingers through it, and then I put a little bit more conditioner because generally most of it gets on my hands, and I'll actually brush it and part it, and then I just run a comb through it real fast so that it's not like plastered to my head, and then I'm done. So
in Hungarian, Falon means on the wall.
Thanks, I didn't know that. In Irish it means in charge or leader.
That's perfect because you're really assertive.
Can you do a tutorial on how to keep your room clean? Should I talk about that? So basically, to keep your room clean, what my mom always told me when we were growing up was everything has a home and everything should be in its home unless you're using it. If you like designate a corner of your desk where you keep all your books, if you're not using a book, put the book on the corner of the desk, like on top of all the other books. When you're not wearing those pants, just fold them up real fast and like throw them and put them in the drawer so they're not like on the floor. I keep my bedroom really, really clean.
So clean. I keep my side even cleaner than Falon's.
Liz is being trained, and she does really well sometimes.
We can leave it at that. Trent Galvis, would you like to ride a zebra? I would. Would you?
It's not on my to-do list, but if I were given the opportunity, I probably would take it because I think you should always try new things.
Jade Trias, I saw in one video you were a vegetarian. If you still are, how do you handle friends eating meat? Oh my gosh, Falon is such a bad influence. She like persuades me into eating meat. I'm like, there aren't any good veggie options, and she like convinces me to eat meat. And Nicole's not here, and Nicole's in Switzerland right now. Nicole is pescatarian, so Nicole keeps me accountable. And like without Nicole, like everyone eats meat, and it's so hard to be vegetarian.
Because meat is so tasty.
It's so good, but I'm morally opposed to it, so my life is so hard. Victoria Lee 3, what were your first impressions of each other? Okay, so I was actually telling Falon this for the first time a couple weeks ago. I was so intimidated by her because Falon is so beautiful and confident and good at talking to people, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's my sweet mate. And yeah, I don't know why. For like the first 3 weeks, I was just kind of like, oh my gosh. And then I got really comfortable around her.
First thing I remember about Liz is that when we decided to be sweet mates, I remember looking at her Facebook, and I don't remember anything about it except her profile picture. She was sitting cross-legged in the middle of the road, and I don't know, I just thought it was really cute, and she just seemed really like fun. I don't know, she was just like looked really happy, she looked really beautiful, she looked really sweet, I don't know. So when I met her, like all of those expectations were pretty much fulfilled, but I learned that, you know, she's also really awesome on a much deeper level than that, which is a lot more important. She has a very different relationship with God than pretty much anyone I know, and it was really cool to see that my freshman year of college, because again, I'm a pretty new Christian, and I think I needed to see that, especially at the beginning of my freshman year. So.
Michelle Sandy asks, do you guys think that Christians should only listen to Christian music?
No, not at all. At least not branded Christian music. I think that Christians should mostly listen to music that promotes a positive theme and Christian themes, but not necessarily Christian music. It doesn't even have to be by Christian artists.
Jennifer Gash asks Liz and Falon, which gospel is your favorite and why? Thank you, you're amazing and beautiful. You are amazing and beautiful. Okay, my favorite gospel is John because it's really philosophical, so you can have really deep discussions about like what he actually means.
My favorite is also John, and like most of my favorites in life, it's for a very sentimental reason. My first Bible study was in high school, and it was at my youth pastor's house, and we like all studied John together, so it was really cool. And also I just love the philosophical aspect of it, so I always just think of that, and that was my first really spiritually convicting experience. I also really love Luke because Luke is sometimes called the first journalist.
That's so cute.
Because of the way he tells the story, if it's a very journalistic point of view, he's just trying to report the facts the way they are, and he like used a lot of sources and everything like that, and whereas the other ones don't do it the same way, and if they do, they don't like identify it the same way a journalist would. So Luke is sometimes called the first journalist. I really like Luke too, but John is my favorite.
Okay, I like Luke too because it's like the Let's Start Talking like workbook. It uses Luke, so like I love that because every time I read a passage from there now, I always like think back to conversations in Thailand. Yeah. Amanda Cook, what are your pet peeves about being roomies with Lizzie? So many, there's so many. I have no pet peeves about Falon at all. She's a wonderful roomie. She's really easy to get along with. She makes me a better person and inspires me in so many ways. But the reason she makes me a better person is because I have areas of improvement.
So I have a few pet peeves about Liz. She's traumatizing a little bit. Liz is an awesome roommate, but there are a few things that get on my nerves. One of the things is that she can be really messy. She tries to stay really clean for me, but sometimes I come in the room and like I have to like very carefully nitpick my way over things. Sometimes there's stuff on my bed, sometimes there's stuff on my desk, so it just kind of drives me nuts. And
I'm getting ready in the morning and I'm pulling my like storage things from my closet, and then I'm trying to get a tank top and I put it on your bed because it's like on that side of my closet. And then I'm like, oh my god, it's 7:50, I have to run to class. Not run to class, like get to class, and then like I forgot.
Okay, there's still stuff on my bed when I get here. That leads well into my next pet peeve. Liz like will set a million alarms.
This morning was so bad.
This morning was really bad, but I was also a little bit cranky this morning. So, but like, and I'm a morning person, so I'm generally not cranky. But like 2 hours before she actually plans on getting up, she'll set her alarm, and they'll go off every, I think it's 8 or 9 minutes, about like 8 to 9 minutes for the next 2 hours. And the thing is that she sticks her phone under her bed, so it echoes across the room, and I hear it first. And so she doesn't turn it off until I wake up and say, Liz, turn it off. And then she'll roll over leisurely and like pick her phone up and tap it.
And snooze it for 5 minutes.
Snooze it for 5 minutes. And then
okay.
songs, and oftentimes that's what's stuck in my head for the whole rest of the day, so it kind of drives me nuts.
Okay, like 2 weeks ago, Falon was like, Liz, I'm not waking up to Frozen anymore. You're not letting it play that sound.
Because it was like all day I would just be thinking like, let it go. And it was just like, and I love that song, don't get me wrong, but it drove me nuts after a while. So, so that's another thing. I mean, those sum up like all of my pet peeves pretty much.
I'm really dramatic.
Yeah, Liz can be really dramatic. So basically, there are some people that live in a world of emotional extremes. There are some people that live in a world of like, you know, I feel happy, I feel sad, but like, you know, they don't really affect me that much. Liz will like, one day, she's an extreme, I'm a middle of the road. One day she'll be crying, the next day she won't stop laughing, the next day she's the happiest person on earth, the next day she's like the most miserable person that ever existed on the planet.
But it's like throughout the day they change too. Like I'll be like crying and then the next hour I'd be like so happy. I'm really happy most of the time.
Most of the time I'm pretty happy, but like she can also just like get randomly really angry and like really upset and like really sad and really depressed and like really excited and really happy, and it's just like, I'm just like, you know, happy or like, you know, maybe a little bit discontented or like maybe a little annoyed, but I'm never like, I never feel those emotions. So it can be like a little draining, but it's actually very endearing. Ultimately, I'm never mad at Liz. Like, and if I am, it's for a few minutes, if that, like maybe a few seconds, because it's just impossible to be mad at her.
Yay!
Even though I try really, really hard. I'm just kidding. Priscilla Williams 20 asks, hopes for out of college, marriage, children names, etc.
No, I don't like thinking about the future. I literally, okay, I'm at a point in my life where a lot of people I know are getting engaged or married, like people I know from high school or from Bible camp or from church, and it terrifies me because I'm 19 years old, I'm still a teenager, and yeah, I would love to get married one day and have a family, but right now I'm focusing on learning philosophy and doing YouTube, and that's what my life is right now, so I don't want to think about that because it's scary.
Yeah.
Are you scared about growing up?
I'm not really scared about it. It doesn't really intimidate me that much. I obviously have hopes for what my future will look like, but ultimately I know that's in God's hands, and He's gonna guide me where I need to go, and all of my plans could fall through at any moment. So I have really no expectations, and while I would love to get married and have kids, like if that ultimately wasn't in His plan for me, I would be okay with that because I know He loves me more and He cares about my future more than I do, so.
Lisa Tyndall 1, favorite song in Frozen, favorite quotes, words that describe each other. Favorite song in Frozen, obviously Let It Go, obviously Do You Want to Build a Snowman. Falon is, she's really hardworking about her schoolwork, and I don't know, about pretty much everything. She's just someone who's like responsible, on top of things, someone you can trust to like get stuff done. And I'd say she's also one of the most selfless and loyal people I know, because she's just such an amazing friend, and I honestly feel so lucky that like I get to know Falon and like hang out with her all the time. I just feel like everyone else should be like so jealous that like I'm in this best friend position, because she's just like such a great friend. She's really affirming. And then I guess the biggest word I would use is grounded, because Falon's just really grounded in like who she is, and she's aware of like what she's good at, what she's not good at, and she's confident in who she is but not like over prideful, so just like grounded. And she's like a really good influence on me because I just feel like she's really like emotionally healthy, and like she was talking about me being like, yeah, so she's just like a good balance to have in my life.
I would say Liz is super ambitious, very super selfless, one of the most selfless people I know, extremely generous. It's hard to think of words.
Abrasive.
She's very assertive. She's very persuasive.
Oh, Falon is persuasive too. She's like manipulative, but like with good things. She'll be like, I want to sit on this side of the car. Like in like a really cute way, she'll get me to do things.
I approach things differently.
I'm just like, logical proof. You have to. Moral obligation. And she's like, Liz, push this over there, please.
Liz is also very intelligent. She's very kind, but she can, you know, even though she can be very assertive, she's always very loving and compassionate about it. She's a very loyal friend as well.
Falon's also really fun and like entertaining. Like she's so like Literally, like, whenever we hang out, we're, like, laughing the whole time. And, like, she's so quotable.
That's for you. Liz
laugh a lot.
Liz is hilarious, and she's so adorable. She does things sometimes. I'm like, you're like my little child. I'm like, I want to take care of you and just squeeze your cheeks because you're so cute. Okay, I think that's good. Caitlin Quinlan says, for the last few months, I just feel like my relationship with God has been not very good. I still go to church every Sunday and pray all the time, but I'm just having many doubts. I'm 15, so is it normal or okay to question my faith, and any suggestions to get it back?
So I think it's really normal in high school and like extremely healthy to start doubting God, because you figure out why you believe what you believe and it stops becoming just something you grew up with. Well, I know like Falon became a Christian in high school, but like I grew up as a Christian, so it's just like something my whole life that had been like, oh, this is true. I was in this philosophy class junior year and almost everyone was atheist in it, and we talked about theology and everyone was like constantly saying why they don't believe in God. And actually like my whole high school was like this because the professors were atheists too, and they would like say in class why they think God's illogical and why like he for sure doesn't exist. And so instead of like running away and just being like, oh, of course I believe, of course I believe, of course I do, like just run after the doubt and like think about it a lot.
Those ideas and concepts, you should never run away from them. So I wouldn't so much say embrace doubt, but embrace the questions, because I think that brings you to a whole different level of relationship with God. And throughout my life, I believed in God on a very surface level, and it wasn't until high school that I had a lot of outspokenly atheist friends, and encountered a lot of atheist adults and things like that. And really researching out those questions solidified my faith and encouraged me. I think it's very healthy to question and to research out those questions, and I would challenge you, instead of just thinking like, oh, I'm having these doubts right now, should I pray more to get through it? And yes, you should, but I would also like really challenge you to actually write down the specific questions you're having. Are you doubting the justice of God? Are you doubting the love of God? Challenge those questions specifically, and it would make it a lot easier for you to find those answers.
Tyle Lorenzo, I'm going to middle school worried about gangs, drugs, and bad people. Help me please. I would just say if you're very secure in who you are, and you pick friends who agree with you on a moral basis. And by moral basis, I am not at all saying like all your friends have to go to the same church as you do. I'm just saying like, even if your friends don't believe in God, you're on the same page in that like you don't like going out and partying, you don't like going around having sex with everyone. And I feel like if you're on the same page like with your friends, then you're not going to be easily influenced to get involved with something that would make you uncomfortable. But regardless of who you're friends with, I think that if you're very secure in who you are, you won't be influenced to do those things. But even if you are really secure, your friends determine so much about you, they influence you so much, so do be careful who you become friends with. Make it people that you trust and you respect with the choices they make.
I went to a high school that was kind of known in the county as being a gang infested and like terrible school, and it just ultimately wasn't true. When I got down to the core of it, I mean, there was definitely that element there, but that definitely wasn't the dominant element there. And there are always people that you can find. There are always going to be people that you can connect with on a deeper level.
Beauty Brook 100, what classes are you taking this semester, and does Falon have an Instagram?
So I don't have an Instagram. I kind of refuse. I never take pictures with a smartphone, so it would just be kind of an awkward thing to have. And
but she's on my Instagram at Lizzie Reezay. I post pictures of Falon, so go follow me and you'll see some of her. Classes this semester, I am taking New Testament, sociology, modern philosophy, and ethics.
I'm taking storytelling in the media, communication theory, culture of Mexico, Spanish translation, and humanities from the medieval era to the Renaissance era.
Doris asks, do you guys ever fight because you're always in close proximity? What is it like when one of you has a boyfriend? Do you share the gospel to people who are new on campus? So do we ever fight? No, we do not fight.
We've already addressed that. Let's just.
We already talked about it. Do you want to have our boyfriends?
Sure.
Okay. We both had boyfriends last semester, and it worked out really well. And then, I don't know if I want to talk about this. You don't want to talk about it?
But now I only have a boyfriend, but he's abroad. He's in Washington, D.C., so...
I went through a breakup at the beginning of this year, and Falon said, like, it worked out really well, because last semester we both had boyfriends on campus, and now we both don't. So, yay. Do we share the gospel to people who are new on campus? Most people at Pepperdine are Christian, and so I think the best thing that we can do is, like, support people in their faith. and just like inspire them or encourage them to become stronger in their faith.
Also, it's kind of difficult. No one really comes on campus and says, hey, I'm new, I don't know anything about the gospel, or I'm not a Christian. So it's really hard. It's really difficult to know that kind of thing. I think you can get to know a person a lot just by discussing faith and being honest about what you believe and everything like that. So I think whenever an opportunity comes up, whether you've been best friends with someone for your entire life or you just met them 5 minutes ago, if the opportunity presents itself, always talk about God.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you so much. Bye.
Bye. I'm a Spanish.
Spanish.
I'm a Spanish. I'm a Spanish journalism double major. Oh my gosh. So I told my crush I liked him in September, and at the beginning.
Okay, I don't want to do relationship
Okay.
advice with you. I'm so done with relationship advice. I don't even know what to tell myself for relationship advice. How am I helping people?
I don't really know. Who is messier, and does the neater person get annoyed when the room is a wreck?
We already addressed this. Yes, I'm messier than Falon.
Why did you both decide to go to Pepperdine? What is the best and worst things about having a roommate? We already did all those. Are we done?
I said that. Can you read the question? Sorry, I'm like so sick. I'm just like, I don't want to suck.
Okay.
What's the question?
How do I do this? Okay.
Yay, you gotta use an iPhone.
Yay.
Go Falon.
Who everyone is, and we need introverts in the world.
That was
so mean. I'm just kidding.
What did you just say?
Nothing. Presents.
I'm gonna see it.
I know.
Sorry, I'm sick. I've been taking Dayquil every single morning. I woke up this morning.
I don't care. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Liz.
I woke up this morning and I was just like, I don't want to take Dayquil because swallowing pills is fine, but it's just like, since like Monday, I woke it up and like the first thing I've done is like took pills.
Yeah.
Just, like,
Okay, here I am. I'm not
Okay. Do you remember what we were talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about peeves.
Oh. That's a lot.
So, hey guys, it's Falon.
That's not what I like, is it?
Hey guys, it's Falon. Okay, one more time. That was perfect. One more time. One more time. Hey guys, it's Falon. Falon. Hey guys, it's Falon.
You can be me!
No.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Lizzie.
Actually, start over. Sorry, I was listening
Okay,
here.
what are you gonna say? Are you gonna be like, hey, I'm Falon?
Yeah, hey, I'm Falon.
Okay, and I'm listening to stuff like
Okay. I'm just kidding. I was teasing you, but you're not that bad. Plus, you can do whatever you want. You edit your own videos.
I know.
But it is funny.
Because no one sees that. Like,
Well, I don't even watch you do it. I just hear it when you're editing. I hear you say
yeah, like
the
no
same
one
thing
will
over and over again.
It's gonna be like 2 seconds cut, 2 seconds cut, 2 seconds cut.
I can say them again now that I have my thoughts on it.
You go.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
You can just say bye better. Be like, bye.
I don't love them.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna love them.